everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're doing a mid-year debt-free journey check-in on this wild ride to financial freedom. So if this sounds like something that you are interested in, please stay with me. Alright, so before we get into today's video, I want to say a special shout out to Mrs. Summers Budget. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your feedback. It really means a lot to me, and trust me, I'm going to put everything that you pointed out into practice. For those of you who are visiting for the first time, welcome to my channel. I hope that you will find it informative. I hope that you will learn something. I hope that if you see something that you have a better way of doing, please feel free to leave it in the comment below. And I'd also hope that you make a decision to stay with me on this debt-free journey. All right, so let's get into today's video. So as a quick refresher, I started my debt-free journey in January of 2024. My goal is to become debt-free, and I'm working on it in phases. So my first phase is paying off my credit cards. All right, so let's get into the details. So I started my debt-free journey with $105,600.32 in combined debt. So for credit cards, it was $40,586.17. For auto loan, it was $32,642.11. For personal loan, it was $32,372.04. So that's a total of $105,632. I started out using the debt snowball method, and along the way, I got a new personal loan to cover some of the credit cards. So let's get into all the details, and then you will see how everything played out for Q1 and Q2, leading up to the first 6 months of 2024. So for auto loan, we have two cars. Car number one, balance was $12,360.34. For Q1, we paid $1,644.60, and for Q2, we paid $1,465.14. I did not miss a payment, but for Q1, I switched over from the monthly payment to a semi-monthly payment. So what I did is use the split bill method. So that's why there's an extra payment in Q1, and that's where the difference comes in for between Q1 and Q2. All right, so the year-to-date payment is $3,109.74, and we're starting Q3 with $10,404.04. All right, so remember also, even though the year-to-date is $3,109.74, if the beginning balance is $12,000, you might be wondering, so then why is the starting balance for Q3 still $10,000? Remember that most of the payment that's made is going to interest. So the principal still remains a little bit untouched, or just a small portion of the monthly payment is still going towards the principal. Okay. For car number two, started the year with $20,000, $281.77. The minimum payment, the Q1 payment was $1,616.58. For Q2, we paid $1,385.64. Again, in Q1, we made an extra payment, so that's where the difference comes in right here. So the year-to-date payment, $3,002.22. So we're starting Q3 with $18,421.68 for car number two. So for both car number one and car number two, the year-to-date payment is $6,111.96 from the combined total that we started the year with, $32,642.11. So we still have $28,000 combined to go, 28,825 and 72 cents to be exact. Let's move on to the personal loans. Okay, so we started the year with one personal loan for $32,372.04. For quarter one, we paid $3,722.22. Same payment for quarter two. So the year-to-date payment on loan number one is $7,444.44. So we are starting quarter three with $29,735.64 to go for loan number one. For loan number two, which we took out in the latter part of quarter one, which covered some of the credit cards, we paid $2,298.95. Payment was made in quarter two. The total loan amount was $25,500, and we are starting with balance of $25,579.57. When I took out this loan to close the credit cards, I've been honestly asking myself if this was a good decision, and honestly, I am still asking myself if I made the best decision right here, because the loan is $25,000 and I'm still right there even after paying $2,298 towards the loan. I'm still at $25,500. It's already done, so I just have to deal with the repercussions of that. So let me go back to this. So for personal loan, okay, I did not add the second loan. This is only capturing personal loan number one. So for personal loan, the total personal loan for quarter one, quarter two, because I added the quarter loan in quarter two, is $57,872.04. We made $9,743.40 towards loan, and we are starting quarter three with $55,315.21. Okay, moving along to the credit cards. Okay, so for credit cards and credit accounts, because there are some accounts in here that are just credit account, like the Uplift account. All right, so far we paid off 14 accounts. Let me double check to make sure that it's correct one. 14 accounts that was paid off, 14 credit card accounts that was paid in full, 13 in quarter one and 1 in quarter two. Another way that you can look at it is the 13 accounts that was paid in quarter one was just transferred to the loan that I took out in the ending of quarter one to cover the credit cards. So that is why we are still at this much in personal loans. So it's a consolidation loan that we took out to clear some of the credit cards, to reduce the payments and have a lower monthly payment. All right, so all these were closed out in quarter one, quarter two. 14 total accounts were closed out. All right, so I have 11 accounts with balances to be paid. So for the Home Depot card, we started with $474.97. For quarter one and quarter two, we paid $87 each month. In quarter two, I added 2 purchases to my Home Depot card, totaling $255.69. The year-to-date payment is $174, and I'm starting quarter three with $624.58. For my PayPal credit card, we started with $630.92. In quarter one, we paid $192. For quarter two, we paid $123. The year-to-date payment is $315, and we are starting quarter three with $523.35 balance. My Amex Delta, $507.45 was the starting balance at the beginning of the year. We have year-to-date payment of $240, $120 each quarter, and we are starting quarter three with $332.26. My Ashley Furniture, I started the year with $593.30. We paid $90 each quarter. The year-to-date payment is $180, and we're starting quarter three with $516.45. Best Buy. So we have two Best Buy cards. So this is Best Buy number one, which started at $561.72. We paid $176.96 in quarter one and $90.62 in quarter two. So that's $267.58 year-to-date payment. So we are starting the quarter three with $386.40. My PayPal MasterCard, we started with $643.93. We paid $90 in quarter one, $95 in quarter two, and $72.20 total purchases. The year-to-date payment is $185. So we are starting quarter three with $648.19. Affirm, we beginning balance was $809.16. Quarter one and quarter two, we paid $303.42 each quarter. So the total payment to date is $606.84. So we have a balance of $202.32. All right. Macy's, I started the year with $1,168.37. For quarter one, we paid $129.88, and just a little bit less in quarter two, which is $128.87. New charges, $234.93. The year-to-date payment is $258.78. So we are starting the year with $1,395.08. And these three cards with new charges in quarter two had to do with some stuff that I needed to relocate. All right, moving along, we have three to go. PayPal credit number one, we started the year with $1,391.49, $204 even paid each quarter. That's a total of $408. So we are starting quarter three with $983.49. Best Buy number two started the debt-free journey with $2,295.34. We paid $148 in quarter one. We paid $119 in quarter two, and total payment to date is $267. So we have $2,281.55 to be paid, and majority of this payment must be paid before, I'm going to say December 15th, before December 15th, to avoid the interest charges. And the final account is Discover. Beginning balance was $6,444.56. In quarter one, payment was $491.96, and in quarter two, it's $496 even. For the year-to-date payment is $987.96. So we are starting quarter three with $6,325.45. Okay, so the only card that I closed in quarter two was the Amex Blue Cash, like I mentioned before. And for I started the year with $288.78 balance on this card. Amex Blue Cash total payment for quarter one was $149, and for quarter two $162.57. So I paid a total of $311.57 to close this Amex Blue Cash card. And this card is one that I am thinking I'm just gonna close it as well. I remember budgeting over 40 mentioned to me in one of my comments to be careful about how I'm closing my credit card because it will affect my credit score. But I'm looking at it that they're already affecting my credit score. So I don't want to be using them. I've closed a lot of those that I paid off in quarter one, and it significantly affected my credit score. So I'm just going to get rid of these cards. And this is just a personal decision, just to get rid of them, because I don't want to be tempted to use these cards and go back where I'm coming from. because this debt-free journey, it's a real journey. It is eye-opening. It's a real journey. But I am practicing my victory dance because I know that debt freedom is coming, and I'm not giving up despite the struggles. The fact that I was able to close one single card in quarter 2 is my motivation to keep going. There were a lot of obstacles in quarter 2 that had me spending some extra money. My son got sick, diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. That's new for my family. So it's a lot to be going through. It's a lot to process. But we're going to get through it. And like I said, I'm practicing my victory dance because that freedom is coming, and it's coming soon. All right, so let us continue to the summary section. All right, so when I added the personal loan in quarter 2, that brought my balance up to $131 and 131. No, this is not going to be correct if I do it this way, because then I need to take this out. So 105,632 is the true balance that I started the debt-free journey with. But then we added 25,500, which reduced the credit card balance. All right. So we started the journey with total credit cards of 40,586.17 with the 25,000 personal loan. After they took out the loan origination fee and all that, total payment was 30,868.82. That's along with our personal payments that we made from our salaries. So we are starting for credit card category. Quarter 3 opening balance is going to be $14,219.12. All right. So if you're watching and you reach this part and you don't understand, leave me a comment and I will explain it. Try to explain it a little bit better for you. All right. So for auto loan, we are starting quarter 3 with $28,825.72, and for personal loan, we are starting the quarter 3 with $55,315.21. So we are starting quarter 3 with a total loan of $98,360.05. Guys, we are out of the 6-digit debt. We are down to 98,000. This is another big motivating factor. We are no longer six digits in debt. Okay guys, so that's it for my mid-year debt journey review. I hope that this video has brought some light, some motivation to someone who is in debt and who needs to be motivated to continue on their journey. Remember, debt slaying is a journey. It's a journey. And if we are honest, which I think we should be honest to ourselves on this journey, is that a lot is going to happen. Sometimes I get up and when it's close to payday and I see the amount of bills that I have to pay, I don't even want to budget, but I push through. So I'm going to encourage you to continue budgeting. Continue assign every penny a job to do, and don't let that money dictate to you what it wants to do. You're going to tell it what you want it to do for you. Like I said, debt freedom, the journey to debt freedom, let's look at it as a marathon. It's not a sprint. All right. So if you are on your own debt-free journey, your own debt-free mission, please share your progress in the comments below. We can support each other and we can motivate each other along the way. Once again, shout out to Mrs. Summers Budget. Shout out to Budgeting Over 40. You guys are really instrumental. I look up to you, your dedication to your budgeting. So I say thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so thank you for joining me for this update. I'll be back soon with another video on my journey. And until then, keep strong and keep chasing your financial goals. It will be in reach. It is within reach. So keep practicing your victory dance as well. See you at the finish line.